What's up, everybody? This is White Sheep, and yes, I am back. After what can only be described as extraordinary technical difficulties where everything electronic around me seemed to die, I have finally returned. Yes, Josh mentioned it a couple times in the videos that he's done recently. Yeah, my computer actually died. It was the weirdest computer issue I've ever seen. It was like my shift key was just pressing randomly by itself. It was almost like a ghost. At first I thought it might have been a virus, but apparently the keyboard just went bad and had to be replaced. And that took a couple weeks to fix. But I finally got it back, and I'm finally ready to start making videos. But first, a big round of applause and a huge thanks to Josh and Antoine for being able to keep the show going without me. They handled everything really, really well, I thought. And this sort of was good for me, I think. Other than just the technical issues, it also helped me get a little time to unwind like Josh did at the end of January, I think. It just gave me a little time to relax, but also it gave me a little time to reflect on what I want to do in the future and what me and Josh, the direction that we're going to take this in the future. And we got a lot of good planning out of this, and hopefully we're going to emerge from this even stronger with a lot better content for you guys and more, I guess you could say, more regular and more scheduled content for you, and hopefully we'll be able to get everything out. Without further ado, let's jump into hybrid news now. Of course, it's been a long time since the last one, and in lieu of doing all the stories that we've missed, I'm just going to pick a few from this past week that are worth noting. Now, first, let's start off with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know this is clearly what everybody wants to talk about, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., tons of news coming out this week because of Paley Fest 2014. The whole Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast was there. I'm sure you all saw the pictures and everything. But anyways, the biggest news to come out of that was Chloe Bennet confirming the blue alien in the tank is a Kree. Yes, she actually did say it was a Kree, and she had to do some research about it, if I remember correctly, to figure it out. But that's the one thing that people were wondering about a lot. A lot of people thought it was going to be a Kree, and it would make sense, but this too has opened up a whole host of rumors about maybe her character is already Kree because the formula didn't do anything to him when it seemingly had some sort of effect on Coulson. But I don't know about that just yet. We'll see. Hopefully she and Coulson will both develop superpowers. But the whole thing about her parentage potentially being alien, and that's why she's an 084, would definitely be something to, consider. I'm also aware that this might just be a red herring. She might have been told by Whedon, both Joss and Jed, to basically simmer down and put a lid on it and just throw out this red herring information that nobody would really, or that everybody would eat up and believe so they can just twist us all later. But she also did confirm that the knowledge, her parentage will be revealed fairly shortly. I think she said hopefully by the end of the season. There are 8 episodes coming up in the next couple of weeks with no more interruptions right up until the season finale. So tune in to find out all about that. But also, other Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. news, Coulson's cellist will be on the show. I think it's for the next episode, although I'm not sure. But Amy Acker, a huge Joss Whedon alum from Angel, Much Ado About Nothing. She was also in Dollhouse. She signed on to appear as the notorious cellist that was referenced as Coulson's girlfriend in both Avengers and I don't think it was the girl in the flower dress, but it was another episode with Raina. She's definitely been referenced, and we'll see. This is something that I actually wanted to see. A lot of people thought the cellist was Scarlet Witch for some reason, even though that wasn't accurate, and the Scarlet Witch has never been a cellist. But anyways, yes, this was apparently Coulson's one true love before he died, and she still thinks he's dead, apparently, so that'll be really interesting to see. Also coming up in future episodes, Adrian Pasdar as Colonel Glenn Talbot, so we'll get to see that, hopefully, before too long. Lots of exciting and interesting things coming up for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Also, big news this week. The Arkham Knight suit has been designed. This, of course, from the new Arkham game coming out, the final one that Rocksteady is making. Lots of new screens were released, but the biggest news from this coming is that the Arkham Knight design has finally been revealed. Of course, the Arkham Knight has been the subject of much controversy. Not many people knowing who he is. The guesses range from, Jason Todd to potentially Azrael, and some people are even thrown out there, maybe Thomas Wayne, potentially Hush. Who knows? I mean, there's a ton of stuff here. Now, looking at the markings on the pants, it looks sort of camo, but it also has a lot of red. The first thing that I saw when I saw the red with this was Azrael, but I could be wrong. We'll see. He's definitely going to be a big threat for Batman, but the fact that he uses guns makes me think maybe Thomas Wayne, or, Thomas Wayne Jr., I think, is actually who it could be. Anyways, let's jump into the last and the big heavy-hitting news that I wanted to finish up with. Let's look into this. Set photos. Of course, all the set photos coming out from Avengers Age of Ultron filming. It's kind of weird. Like, I feel like they're just filming in really open locations right now, and people have just gotten tons of good looks at, you know, Scarlet Witch and what Emily Olsen looks like as her. Is it Emily Olsen? I think it's Emily Olsen. And Quicksilver and what his suit looks like, and the silver hair, the great mane, and of course Hawkeye's new costume we get to see. Personally, I love this. It looks very Legolas, and I feel like we're gonna get a joke about that. I mean, it's a little more of a step away from his traditional outfit and even his ultimate outfit, but it does look very interesting. Also seen in a lot of these screen caps, a bunch of dudes in mocap suits that are probably going to be Ultron drones. And of course, earlier we got something that might actually be Ultron himself. And personally, I'm not crazy about the look of his helmet. But anyways, that might just be me, and I'll have to wait until we get more footage released. But anyways, that wraps up this edition of Hybrid News Now. It has been too long, and I am looking forward to being back. Comment below with what you think has been the biggest news of this week, and I might talk about it with you in the comments. Is there anything that we can improve on for Hybrid News Now? Just let us know, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to get all of our videos all at once if you can handle it. Anyways, this is CJ signing off, and I'll see you next time.